Hello, good morning. Heather from Heather's Zenful Crochet here. Welcome, and welcome to day 74 of our 100 day to Halloween countdown. 74. Today I think is a good one. So this one, I know who's it by now. Oh, Wicked Stitches Crochet on Instagram, and it is her Timothy the Pocket Mothman. I've been wanting to make a Mothman for quite a while now, but I don't know, just never got to it, I guess. And of course I hit a button. Here we go. Alright, so we've got Timothy the Mothman, and perfect timing to make this one because I needed more black and gray, so I got more black and gray in my yarn order the other day, and it uses red eyes, and I got my red eyes in the mail too, so this couldn't have come at a better time. Perfect timing to make the Mothman. I've got all the supplies I need. Got the red eyes. I think that's why I have never made a Mothman yet, because I never had the red eyes. Can't have a Mothman without red eyes. So yeah, really excited to make this one. This one, the pattern's actually made in Premier Basic Chanel. So we might actually come out the same-ish size as what's pictured. That's kind of exciting. Alright, so looks like we start with the body, and then we make the wings separate and sew them on later. And we start in black. Gotta find my hook. Nope, that's the wrong hook. Where's my hook? Uh-oh. There it is. It's right in front of me. Alright. 5.5 millimeter hook. Got Grim all ready to go. That is not what I pushed, is it? It is what I pushed. Wrong thing. Alright, so I've been meaning to tell you what episode I'm on when I'm watching. So we're on season 1, and we're like 10 minutes or so into episode 10 of Grimm. I figured I'd better tell you guys where I'm at on watching that, because I know at least one of you are watching it with me, which is really cool. Thank you for watching it with me. So I'm on season 1, episode 10 of Grimm. If you're watching with us, put down in the comments which episode you are on. Be cool to see if we're on the same episode or not. Alright, so I've got my stitch marker, I've got everything I need. So we are ready to go. Find my here is my Mothman so far. Look at the red eyes. I'm so happy I have my red eyes. Alright, now I'm at the stuffing point, and I've been meaning to do this forever. I've got so much saved up, but I am using pieces of yarn scraps to stuff this guy with. I've been meaning to do that and keep forgetting, so I am going to do that today. See if I can do this without making a mess. Actually, you know what? I need to stuff it a little bit with polyfill and then with my yarn. I also saw where people, I've seen, because a lot of people use their yarn scraps to stuff with. Like they take some of the yarn, trying to get that without all the fluff. Of course, I do have this really fluffy stuff right here. Super fluff. Just put that in there. They put the polyfill in first, that way the yarn don't stick out. And then they mix the yarn with the polyfill. They kind of just break it up like that, kind of mix it together. That way it's harder for the yarn to come out through the holes. Using yarn to stuff your plushies with also makes it a little firmer too, because it's not as soft as polyfill, which I'm a overstuffer. I like a firm stuff, so the texture of it from using your yarn scraps I like, because I like a firmer stuff on my stuffies. Plushies, stuffies, whatever. Alright, and then top it off with some more polyfill. Alright, so the body is all done. So it says to make the antenna and then sew the antenna on, but I'm going to surface crochet the antenna. It just makes more sense. And then make the wings and sew them on. Antennas are on. I like this guy. I hope he sells, because I would really like to make more of him. He's really cool. Alright, now to make the wings. Alright guys, our little Mothman is all done. He's pretty cool. As you know, I've said this before, I love cryptids. So doing a Mothman is perfect. I get the wings to come out a little better. Should have sewed this one on a little further out, but I was trying to line them up the edge of the wing with the antenna, which I did, but it's kind of hard to see. There we go. Little Mothman with our new red eyes. He took me about 45 minutes to make, which isn't too bad. And honestly, the way these wings are, you could probably surface crochet those as well. Just like I did the antenna. 45 minutes, so about 12 bucks. I could definitely get like $12 out of that guy. So yeah, not too bad for my time. Instructions are pretty good. There's not a whole lot of pictures, which, you know, it's kind of a smaller pattern, so you don't really need a whole lot of pictures, honestly. There are pictures for the final product on the wing, which is good, because they confused me just a little bit, but once I saw the picture of the wing, then I'm like, it clicked in my head. So yeah. Who did I say this was by? So Wicked Stitches Crochet, free on Instagram. Little Mothman. How cool is this guy? Alright guys, day 74, we did a little Mothman cryptid. So my favorite cryptid is Bigfoot. Do you think Bigfoot is Halloween spooky enough? Probably not. What do you guys think? There's other cryptids out there. So there's like skinwalkers, but I don't really know if there's an actual shape to a skinwalker, you know, to make. There's I can't think right now. Dogman. Can't really make, I don't know. I'm not a fan of making like dogs like that. I mean, how would you make it? Like a regular body with a dog head, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I have looked at other cryptids out there to make, but I don't know. Anyway, if you have any or know of any cryptid patterns out there that would go with our Halloween spooky theme, yeah, send them to me on Instagram or down in the comments. I'd be interested in checking it out, see if it's something I can make on here. Anyway guys, I appreciate you all clicking in and watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, so you don't miss the rest of our 73 days to Halloween countdown, where we make spooky plushies every day until Halloween. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.